Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Have you ever wondered what games you should sell or you should use? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Find out on our top 10 list what games you cannot miss. Don't forget to subscribe to Purge Reviews.
Farmageddon's a little portable card game. I always look for these little portable games. I travel, sometimes with the family. My wife and I will go on trips or cruises. We go on 3 or 4 or 5 a year. And I enjoy taking little card games with us because we can just throw it in the suitcase. Especially on a cruise, you have limited space or you're flying. One thing we don't really care for is take that games. The whole, I score 2, you take away 1. I score 2, you take away 3. I don't like, and she doesn't like spinning the entire game going backwards. And here we are with Farmageddon, which is a really cute game with really cute artwork. And for take that game, I actually liked it. It's just, it's not going to get any replay with us. I don't want to do that. The game is very simple. If you want kids, 10-ish, having a lot of fun with this. But, maybe it's a dime a dozen. And if you happen to like this one, maybe you put it above the other dozen. Like that. I mean, if I get the right cards, I'm going to screw you over. And hopefully it's shuffled well. It's okay. Not my type of game, so maybe I'm not the best person to be sitting here speaking about it. But I have an opinion like any other person, and this is mine. Which this is a Purge. This is not it's not going to stand out to me. It's fine. It's portable, which is nice. The artwork is cute. It's easy to play, which is nice. The cons are to take that. I mean, that's my con. A lot of screwage. So here's Farmageddon. It's a little card game, very portable. Comes in a very small box. And once you get inside, extra cards that you'll be playing the game with. And they're pretty good quality. These are really good cards. I mean, if you play this a lot, you might wear them out. The rules for Farmageddon are very clear, very easy to understand. You'll have no problem understanding them. The game is super simple. The only real complication might be, fertilizing them and understanding that concept that you can't do it on this turn. You have to wait, and basically you have to allow the other people a turn to screw you over. It's basically what it comes down to. So you can't just be like rapid fire, score some points. I can see why that allows it to sit there, and it almost seems like a way the game wasn't working, so we have to temporarily pause and give it games. I mean, it's fairly simple. Most people have played, a Munchkin type game like this. Farmageddon. The rules are good. So this is sort of what the game would look like when it's set up. You're going to have 3 planting fields. You're going to have a stack of action cards and then crops. When you start the game, you'll start fertilizer, so you can do it a little bit quicker. Now, play on any crop. When crop is harvested, add pesticides to harvest pile. So let's say that this was... Now, you can never harvest on the turn that you plant. So I couldn't harvest this right now. Let's say the other player had this. He could throw this on this, thus making it less points. And you're going to have a lot of screwage like that going on. But once you harvest it, this goes back up. And the game continues until this deck is out. Now, what you will do, and kind of how the game works, is on your turn, you draw 2 crop cards, and you can play as many cards as you want from your turn. You could plant, you can play action cards, you play up to 2 action cards, and you can harvest. But just remember, you can't harvest the same round that you fertilize it. That's what's going to be really, really important. So, and the game continues on and on and on and on like this until this happens. And you'll see a lot of plantings coming over here, and then they're going to get stolen, and then somebody's going to put something bad on you, and you're going to have to harvest it or with something bad on it, scoring less points. And you're just trying to collect these, and they're going to give you points. Money, but points. And whoever has the most at the end of the game is going to win. Very easy game to play. I mean, you're drawing cards and just playing them for what they say. And if there's not a planting field here, then you can't utilize one. Very, very simple game. That's Farmageddon. who should buy this game? Farmers. Anybody who really likes farming themes. And not just Agricola, where Agricola's a great game, but you're just really into the farming theme. This could be a family take that game. I could see a family playing this, and it's a very inexpensive game. Plays rather quickly. If you're wanting something to just kind of screw your neighbor over, this could be it. The cutesy artwork, or, you know, on a cruise, you want to take a little card game, you know, you could find something worse. And you'll probably be able to find players to play this that don't play board games. But it's going to be a purge for me. Not enough there for me.